Alright, kiddos, back at it, man. Mr. Drewski. Hitting you with a little 3D modeling. We had trouble with this one in class, so let's make it quick. Always check your units, guys. Check your units. MMGS. So in Inventor, go to Tools, Document Settings. Down here, Units. Let's change our length to 2 millimeters. Apply. Close. Let's rock. As always, all 3D features start with the 2D feature. We're going to start with a sketch. What will we sketch? Start with the most detailed portion of the object. So that'll be this front view right here. Let's make this shape. So, really doesn't matter which plane. Let's pick this front plane here and get to drawing. If you'd like, you could start with a rectangle. Let's do that. Let's do a center rectangle. 2-point center. Let's help you guys. So you can see your base parameters at least, you know. So what's the height of this thing in width? This is an 88 by 96 millimeter rectangle. So go to our dimension tool. 88. Again. Double click middle mouse wheel to center it again. 96. There you are. There's our outline. Now let's get these lines right here. Use our line tool. And since everything's centered there at the origin, we can bring it right there to the x-axis. And then down again. Then we can do the same thing on the right side to the x-axis and down again. Let's see. What's our angle here? We have an angle of 18.5 degrees, so we'll use our dimension tool. Select the first line, the second line, and depending on where you locate your dimension, that's going to control the value that you input. So let's put it in here. 18.5. There we are, and we can do the same down here. 18.5. And we'll just continue. To save time, we could use constraints. We know these lines are equal, so I could say this line is equal to this line. And the same thing goes to here. And it'll force that in there. And if you were to try to dimension that, you're going to get an error because this is already defined. See? So we're good to go. There's your base shape. Let's extrude this thing. Finish sketch. Extrude. Alright. Most important part, let's select the area to extrude. That'd be this these innards here. And then it'll be to a thickness of 96 units. Ta-da! There we go. Let's keep everything centered. We'll do a symmetrical mid-plane extrusion. Okay. Alright. Now we need to cut this thing again with the same shape here. Alright. So let's go to our origin and find a perpendicular plane. How about that one right there? This is the plane we want to draw on. So let's highlight this plane and select sketch. Ooh, there we are. Use our line tool. And notice that I'm closing in this shape over here on the left side. You have to close in this triangle. So you can't see the lines now, but trust me, they are there. Put a dimension tool. And there we go. We have 18.5. And once again, 18.5. Now if it's driving you crazy that you can't see your lines, well, you know there's something wrong with your view, right? So let's go to the View tab and see if we can find something to adjust this. Visual style. Would you like to see hidden edges? There you go. Now we have our hidden edges displayed. If you like a wireframe, you can really see that thing. There you go. But you know, hidden edges work with me. Alright, let's keep going. Back to our sketch tab, line. Note how keeping everything centered just simplifies everything. We can use our axes as references. We can use our original default planes as default references is just amazing. All right, let's go. Dimension. This is 18.5. And if we wanted, again, to save time, we could use constraints, knowing that all these lines are the same length. Just set them equal, and that would lock them all in place. Anyhow, finish sketch. Moving on, extrude. This time we are subtracting material, so go to cut. Let's select our profiles. And again, we have to do a midplane because we're going from the center. And let's do a all. What that does, it's cutting infinitely through all. So regardless of how large we create this first extrusion, it will continually cut through on that second extrusion and keep this shape for us. Alright, now all we need is a hole through the top and we're good to go. Everybody knows how to do that, right? Select the face you'd like to sketch on. Here's your shortcuts right here. Edit, edit sketch, share a sketch, create a new sketch. That's the button you're looking for right there. Get used to using these shortcuts. Just takes too long coming all the way over here. Alright. Circle. There's the center. Bring it on out. What is it? 50 units? 50 millimeters. There we are. Finish sketch. If you want to dimension it, lock it in place. There you go. Actually, it's locked in when you type it in like that. Alright. Let's roll. Extrude. Moving on. Ow! Cut. Turn it around. Got it. Okay. See that? Beautiful. And that's part A right there. Find the mass. So go into what? Manage. No. Tools. Material. I do believe this is a cast stainless steel. So we'll put in stainless. So we can find a stainless steel. If we don't have a cast stainless steel, we'll go with this one right here. There you go. Double click, and you'll notice that it changed. It applied it. Here's all the appearance, the physical properties. You can check the density, all that good stuff. But yeah, let's rock and roll. Keep moving. The cut. So now in this second modification, you see that there's another indentation, like a counterbore there, a counterbore here, and they add fillet. So let's knock those out real quick. Highlight the top. Sketch your circle. So let's knock out this counterbore. This has a diameter of, has a radius of 35. So you guys can do the math there. 35 times 2. Come on, do the math. And if you don't want to do the math, it's just too difficult for you, Inventor can do the math for you. Just type it in like so. And there you are. Alright, let's cut this bad boy in. 3D model. Cut. Let's reverse the cut. Set the depth. Let's see the depth of this right here. 10 units. Ta-da! All good. Look at that. This is beautiful. Now, you guys could easily select this bottom face, hit sketch, do the same thing. Hey, let's do some tricks. Let's use a mirror tool. See what we can do. We have a mirror up here. Look at that. Trying to be fancy. On the fly. Freestyling. Freestyle modeling. Mirror tool. Let's use this bad boy. Mirror. What are we mirroring? We're mirroring a feature. So it doesn't really matter whether it's Inventor, SolidWorks, Onshape, Rhino, whatever 3D modeling software you're using. They all have the same features. I want to mirror this feature. Ta-da! I want to mirror about a plane. What plane? Well, I kept everything centered, so I should have a plane right there through the middle. See? There we are. Hit OK. Check the bottom. Bam! Another hole. Who the best? We the best. Let's keep going. Let's cut out this little corner, and that's the end of the modification too. So come to the top view. Let's pick this top surface again. 2D sketch. Use that rectangle tool. 2-point rectangle. Bring it from the center. Try to hit that corner. There you are. No dimensions needed. It just goes from the center to the corner. Finish sketch. Let's move over to our extrude button once again. Cut. Alright, I'll make sure we're going the right way. Alright, let's use a through all. There you are. Good habit of that, man, because you never know when you might come through and need a modification, have to stretch something. You always want that to go through the whole thing. Well, set it that way. Design intent. Let's rock. And that's standard modification too. On this last mod, oh no, it's not. We have fillets. Fillets. So let's get the fillet tool going. Oh, and the timer's running, so we're about to pick up the speed. Radius of 30. It's on the edge. Pick your edge. It's the line. Alright, you don't have to pick the two faces, just pick the line. Bam. If it's a loop, pick a loop. You're like, what do you mean a loop? Look. Look, man. Oh, it didn't loop. Usually it loops around the entire object. Alright. Getting ahead of myself. Edge. Edge. Booyah. Apply that thing. Up, and now you can close it. Get the mass. Move on to the next one. Alright. Real simple. All we're adding are some slots on this one. We're adding slots. 1, 2, 3 slots. And these slots are located along this little construction circle with the diameter of 10. And there's the geometry for the slot. And it looks like we're also adding a little rim there. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, sketch. We're on this top face. Picking up the speed. Circle. Here's the magic. We can use a construction circle. Right there. Turn that on. And draw your circle. The circle is 100. Ta-da! And now we gotta get right in here to draw that slot. Slot tool, center point. And in fact, just let's get this location here. More construction. Out of 45. I know that's the point I'm looking for. Alright, let's go. Center point. Give me that point right there. Give it to me. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Alright. Go down. The slot has a, from center to edge is 15, so we're going to have to divide that number by 2. 15 divided by 2, 7.5. Let's go. Now, our second value, it's looking for the thickness. If you're looking down low, it has a radius of 3. The value AutoCAD is looking for, it looks like it's a diameter, so we're going to input 6. And there's our slot. Unfortunately, it's construction, so we'll select all these lines here, and we will deconstruct them. So highlight them, and then to save time and not have to redraw this again, let's use the pattern tool. All types of fun stuff today. Circle. Geometry. What geometry are we patterning? The slot. So let's select it. Ah, it's not working. It's not working. Not during a video. It's supposed to work during the video. Alright, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Alright, alright. Now the axis. This is what we're spinning it around. Alright. Ta-da. There we go. How many do we have? We have 3. And how many degrees are we going? We're not going the full 360. We're going 270. Oh, no, but it's equal spacing. So I'll do 360 and put 4 of them to get my spacing, right? I'll just have an extra one, right? Ta-da! Finish sketch. Let's use this shape to cut. These things, how deep are they? 10. 3D model. Extrude. We're kind of close. We only have a few more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip it. Cut it. Go. Next, select your edge. Running out of time. What you're going to do, save some time, select these edges right here. And you can project this geometry. It's going to turn those edges into lines, and then next you're going to offset them. And you can bring them in very easily. I guess it's 3. Close up your corners and extrude that up to a level of 10. Find the mass, and you're out. piece. That's the video. Love ya.